culture talk. Hey. What's good, everybody? I'm so happy, man. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm happy to be here, and I know y'all happy to be here with me. Thank y'all for clicking the video. Thank y'all for being here with me. This is the 6 o'clock show. Thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh, man, we got a lot to cover, a lot to get to. I was running to get here to this. So look, man, today's episode, UMG has responded to Drake, and UMG has put in a petition to dismiss the case. Y'all heard me right. And they taking shots. Oh my God, they taking shots. They taking shots. So look, man, before I get into that, you know I got to get a legendary spill. This is Target Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Jimmy. One from 1,300 subscribers to over 16,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what king you from. March 23rd, there will be a battle rap event on this page right here. Me, yours truly, versus J Dev. If you want to see that, click the video when it goes live. That's going to be the very first live on this page. I told you I was going to go fast, and we here now. So look, man, let's get to this because this is a good one. This is a goodie. All right, man, so you already know what it is. Links will be in the description. Let's get. That's my boy Big Kiss. Shout out to Big Kiss, man. Let's go.
Oh man, so bro, I'm gonna start this video off right here by saying, look, as a Drake casual, you feel me? I'm so pissed off with the way that he's been handling the aftermath of this battle, because if he just listened to what everyone was suggesting, even his fans were suggesting that are talking heads, shut up, move along. Because if he would have did just that, then he would be in a much better position than he is today as far as the optics when it comes to his career, culture-wise and everything like that, you feel me?
No, he's absolutely right about that. I will say that. And I was saying this for a long time. I think Drake should have just been quiet, or he should have just admitted defeat to Kendrick and then kept it moving. And took it as it was just a rap battle. It was a good battle. That's what I would say. Good battle. You got the best of me, but we'll revisit this another day. That's what I would have said if I'm him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to accept your losses, man. You really do. You gotta know. You really do.
Now we're about to get into the details of UMG's response to his lawsuit, which is hilarious. But the reason I'm saying that is because Drake's music is performing well again. His song No Kid is climbing up the charts. And I know y'all Drizzy gobblers out there have selective listening. Y'all always call me a Kendrick Glaze or whatever, even though I tell you all the time, I'm gonna be honest in my opinion about what I think is fire or trash or whack. I'm gonna tell you my opinion. And if there's opinion out there that I don't agree with, I'm gonna say it. And one opinion that I did not agree with is that Drake wasn't going to have a hit again because of what he has going on with UMG. Mark Lamont Hill said that when he was on some podcast, I believe, he may have said he won't go number one again. I said he's going to go number one again. There's no way.
At this time, we shall see. It's very difficult to say whether he will go number one again. I mean, by default, people might just by default be his fans, and he might just go number one. But I definitely think that in the space he's in right now, and it's very difficult for him. It was very easy. That's why I can understand why people say that he's not really gonna go number one again. And he could go number one. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. Anybody could go number one, bro. If you got a popular song, you can go number one. The problem with Drake is he's very popular and he's struggling to get in the top 10. That's the problem. The problem isn't him going number one, because for anybody else, it would be a problem to go number one. For Drake, if he's struggling to get in the top 10, then there's a bigger issue there. Said Nokia they said it's climbing the charts. It was number 6, it was number 5, now it's number 6. But okay, it might even get to number 3. Whatever. It might even get to number 1. Who knows? But usually it wouldn't take that long for Drake to get to number one. And another thing about Drake music is it usually don't stay around long. So I could see No Kid reaching up to that, and I could just see it falling by the wayside. So I could kind of understand where he's coming from, but I also can understand why people would say it is very difficult. So it's not just that easy to go number one for him anymore, because if that was the case, his songs would go number one. I think that people was more wanted to hear what he had to say. But this is going to be a pretty good episode. So let's keep it going.
That this man built this huge fan base so far, and people weren't going to actually listen to his music moving forward. It's too many people that don't care about actual rap beef. It's no way that was going to be a true thing. And then also, I think he's a capable artist, despite how we may feel about his character. But there's no way that you can get to the place that he's gotten to in his career without being a capable artist. Yes, the labels do boost, but they have to have something to boost, because at the end of the day, we have to be able to bear with the music. You feel me? So Nokia, I believe right now, is projected to be number 6 on the Billboard chart, and he's doing well. If he would have just shut up, take the L, move on, eventually everything would have been cool for Drake. But now, as he's seeing the success of Nokia, he has to deal with his labels and lawyers clowning him about a rap beef, and this shit is comical, bro. So UMG has officially put in their motion to dismiss. Okay, we're gonna read some of it, not all of it, but just the most important parts. Okay, so Aubrey Drake Graham from UMG Recordings, and let's get to some of the things that's being said. It's hilarious because they're basically calling him a hypocrite and saying that he's trying to save face after losing the rap battle. That's what it all comes down to, and it's let's just get to it, bro. So they quote Drake's bar from Successful saying, "Yeah, I want it all. That's why I strive for it. This means you'll never hear a reply for it." And it says right here, plaintiff, one of the most successful recording artists of all time, lost a rap battle that he provoked and in which he willingly participated. Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rapper he often claims to be, this petty as hell, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salve his wounds. Plaintiff's complaint is utterly without merit and should be dismissed with prejudice. That's one of the most pettiest.
Yeah, that's crazy. If a lawyer wrote that, then this must be either be a young lawyer or a lawyer who understand hip hop. Maybe what these are, I'm figuring this head, he has to understand hip hop if they talking about a rap beef. But if he wrote that, he definitely wrote that to cater towards the younger and people, because they know like this is a high profile case and everybody is looking, and they don't want to hit them with a bunch of stuff that only they understand. So this is pretty interesting that they would write something like that and even use his lyrics against him, like from Successful. This mean and I said that to my boy a long time ago. I said he should have never said that, because now he gonna have a lot of people coming at him. Like, but he got that from, I believe he got that from Jay-Z. Jay-Z was the first person to say something like that, and then now he's saying it. So let's keep it going.
Shows I've ever seen, bro. That's how you tell, like every lawyer nowadays, they're doing things to make sure it reads well on social media because they know that the blogs are gonna pick it up. You feel me? So we picking it up. It says in the spring of 2024, two of the most popular recording artists in the world, Kendrick Lamar and Aubrey Drake Graham, engaged in a high-profile rap battle. Over the course of approximately 2 months, they exchanged increasingly vitriolic and incendiary diss tracks, sometimes responding within hours of each other. Drake encouraged the feud. For example, when he felt that Lamar was taking too long to respond, Drake released a second recording in which he goaded Lamar to continue the public rap battle. Lamar did just that, and collectively, Drake and Lamar released a total of 9 tracks taking aim at each other. Multiple commentators declared Lamar to be the winner of the battle. Not Like Us, the penultimate track in the feud, is the subject of the complaint, and they speak about all the accolades and awards that Not Like Us got over. All right, so it says Not Like Us, like all of the recordings in the feud between Drake and Lamar, and like the many notorious diss tracks throughout rap's history, consists of a series of hyperbolic insults. Alright, Drake has been pleased to use UMG's platform to promote tracks leveling similarly incendiary attacks at Lamar, including most significantly that Lamar engaged in domestic abuse and that one of Lamar's business partners and managers is the true father of Lamar's son.
Yeah, it's over, bro. It's over. Once the judge reads that and see that Drake's Drake, how would I say this? Drake had said things that's much more derogatory towards Kendrick than Kendrick said towards Drake. In this case, because we talking about Meet the Grams, that's something different. But you said that this man was a woman beater. He never really said you was a pedophile. He just asked that you like young. He said he heard you like young girls. And you confirmed that. You confirmed that in your song. You did. You confirmed it. So with situations like this, and him and the lawyer putting that out there, saying that he was leveling this disgusting things against Kendrick, and now he's trying to go after him for defamation of character when you literally said that this man be beating on his woman. Like, yo, I'm telling you, the hypocrisy in this whole thing is crazy work to me. I never seen nothing like this. I don't see how anybody can go along with something like that, knowing that Drake has said some nasty things about Kendrick. And y'all out here saying he called him a pedophile. Well, he called me a woman beater, bro. Like, they're both about the same, on the same level of disgustingness. It's just crazy. And a lot of y'all out here supporting that. He probably did. And there's proof that this guy was actually out there really trying to get with young girls. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Now, after losing the rap battle, Drake claims that Not Like Us is defamatory. It is not. While the complaint focused almost entirely on Not Like Us, it disregards the other Drake and Lamar diss tracks that surround Not Like Us, as well as the conventions of the diss track genre, and thus critically ignores the context of the dispute. Assessed in context as it must be, Not Like Us clearly conveys non-actionable opinion and rhetorical hyperbole. Diss tracks are a popular and celebrated art form centered around outrageous insults, and they will be severely chilled if Drake's suit were permitted to proceed.
That right there is crazy work. I'm telling y'all now, if this was to pass, let's say he won this case, this will change the course of hip hop. Matter of fact, I would go as far as saying this will change the course of music, period. Because now you will have all of these record execs telling you what you can and can't say on a record. Because that means that artists is not going to have the freedom to express themselves, because record execs are going to tell them, you can't say this, you can't say that, because people can actually come after us if you say this. A whole community could come after us if you say that. This is what Drake is literally doing. He's literally putting it in the form of all of these artists. Just because he lost a rap battle, he's now going to sacrifice everybody for his own self. And people say, "Oh, this is just to change the music," and he ain't doing this for the music to change the music industry. He's doing this for himself. Oh, the music industry need to be held account. Y'all really think that the music industry is going to be held accountable for all of this? Y'all really think that? You really believe that Drake is going to change the music industry and they're going to be told to be held accountable for everything? No, what they're going to do is they're going to flip it and say, okay, you know what? Now what we're going to do is now we're going to tell you, I know there's freedom of speech, but when in the music industry, you can't say whatever you want to say. You can't, because now we got to tell you how to say it. How does that help anybody? So now all the niggas that rap a certain way, they can't even rap like that no more. Now we can't have diss tracks no more, because now people can say, well, you was defaming me. I'm going to file a defamation lawsuit against you because you was defaming me. That's what they're going to do now. Now this is what Drake is doing. And y'all agree to it.
That's a huge point right here that I don't understand why so many people keep saying, oh, he's doing something for the artist. No, he's doing something for Drake. It's for Drake. Because if he wins, the precedence that this will set will hurt hip-hop as a whole. Labels will be forced to step in to control rap beefs, rap battles, back and forth. They will be forced to step in. Now I know the kumbaya folks and the people that's want to be super rights gonna be like, we don't need the black brothers to be fighting in the first place. You know, we need the black brothers to come together. All this back and forth shit is a problem with us. That's the issue with the black community. I get it. I understand y'all, but shut the fuck up right now. We are talking about hip hop and the true fun of hip hop. Niggas talk shit. We all know we love to talk shit.
I disagree with that. I understand what he's saying, but I disagree with that. I don't think that people were saying that. I actually think that people have grown to appreciate diss tracks. I think Kendrick and Drake diss tracks. The reason why they were so big, in my opinion, and why everybody kind of want them to keep going with it, is because nobody got hurt. And I think that they look at it like, well, it is possible for people to spar and with words and nobody gets hurt. And I think that Drake doing this lets me know what type of person he really is when it comes to this. Because I mean, the only thing I can say is he is what we would call you know what? I'm just gonna say I'm gonna save that for the end. It's just my thing with this whole thing is it's so disgusting to see, because this is not what hip hop was built on. Hip hop was built on people rhymes and beats and battling. That's a part of hip hop. And you go into the court system, that's not a part of hip hop. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, and I'm gonna say this. I really think that if Drake wins this, it could be a reason why he won, and I'm gonna explain why in a second. But let's keep it going.
It's one of the highest forms of talking shittery, and Drake is trying to bring his ass over here because he lost the talking shittery contest and trying to put a muzzle on what the fuck we do. No, you supposed to take your L and vibe out. Like I said earlier in the video, if you took your L and vibe out, you was going to come back. There's no way you build up this big fan base and you don't have any true trust in them supporting you. They've been trying to support you this entire time. They've been trying their hardest. They go in the comment sections of anybody that disagree with you and tearing necks and heads off. They ripping shit up for you. If you'd have just chilled out and let them do your bidding, let them do the bidding for you, then you'd have been just fine instead of crying foul every single chance you got to. Now, the fans can't even act like you won because you obviously didn't win. You're letting it be known on so many different levels that you did not win the battle. Stupid ass choice. You could just shut up and act oblivious, delusional, and people would have been able to change the course of history possibly for you in 10 years from now. Who knows what would have happened, what would have took place 10 years from now that
I agree with what he's saying, but I'm also gonna say this: Drake ain't gonna survive for the next 10 years, and what I mean by that is his music ain't gonna survive. If he doesn't adapt, it's over for him, bro. If he don't adapt, it's over. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you have to adapt, and there's a lot of artists who was in this game for a long time, but they never adapt, and that's why they fell out of wayside. It happens to the best of us, every artist. If you're not a front runner, what I mean by that is if you're not a person who is out here creating trends instead of being a trend wave rider, you're gonna fall by the wayside. I don't care who you are. You could be Kendrick. If you're not out here creating trends, you're gonna fall by the wayside. That's how it is in life. And Drake, he was that guy for a little bit. He was that guy for a while. But he's not a trendsetter, bro. So none of this is going to matter. He's not a trendsetter. He just has a strong backing from the past, but he's not a trendsetter. He's not doing something that's totally different. It's not.
fans possibly could have been able to just skew shit for you. That shit ain't happening no more because you couldn't just sit back and vibe and chill. I think Drake should have been able to trust his own skill set, trust his own fan base to support him, to not have to come out and do all this shit. Nigga, you are not defamed. You performing this well with your song No Kill after the rap battle that you lost shows you're not defamed. You're still Drake.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, you gotta admit that he took a hit because the man is struggling to make it to the top 10. All his songs is out of the top 10. He released an album that is still competing with GNX, and GNX been out for 15 weeks. And you're talking about he's not the fame. He is in a certain way. He got knocked down a peg. The issue is Drake don't want to be number 2. That's the problem. He don't want to be number 2. He can't accept it. So he's making all these irrational decisions and putting all this music out. And another thing too, that a lot of people were saying, okay, it's quality versus quantity. He's putting out all this music just to reach number 6 or number 7. He has over 30 songs he released and only 1 or 2 went to the top, whatever. And then they quickly got out of the top. So you got to understand, like, I understand what you're saying. He's still Drake, but you got to admit that he released 30-something songs since the battle. Like, come on, man. You got to admit that he took a hit, bro. He took a hit. He took a major hit. I'm talking like his name is still there, but he's not who he used to be no more. Even his own fans are saying he doesn't hit the same, bro.
You just had a sold-out tour in Australia. You're still Drake. You just had a #1 album. You're still Drake. Radio is playing your fucking song.
He had a #1 album because there was nothing else, and everybody wanted to hear what he had to say about Kendrick. Once they figured out what he had to say about Kendrick, GNX outsold it. And it's 15 weeks. He's not the same guy. I understand what you're saying, and I know you just trying to give him and his fans a little word of encouragement to make it seem like, no, bro. He is not the same guy, bro. He's not. Listen, look at Drake. By default, Drake is gonna chart because he's so popular. But once people hear the music, they're gonna realize that it ain't that great. And you're using Nokia, which is fine. You could do that. He's using Nokia as a catalyst to say that he's still popular. But what about all the other songs? Kendrick got 5 or 6 songs on the charts. I mean, you tell me Drake he's to take a hit. Now again, I'm just arguing the point that Drake ain't that big. I know this video ain't for that, but I just had to say that. And I like to do that. I like to, that's what commentary is. You commentate on whatever people are saying. So, but let's keep it going, man.
I'm in the gym. I'm here. I play the Apple Music playlist. So much Drake comes up on a rap playlist, bro. The Rap Life playlist. He comes up so often, bro. You are playlisted like crazy.
Well, if you got 100 songs on every playlist, obviously he's gonna come up. But I'll be honest with you. If he didn't come up, you probably wouldn't care. That's the thing. If Drake didn't come up, you probably wouldn't care. But let's keep it going.
Still Drake. So all this defamation shit, bro, it's cap. You're not suppressed. We still can't get away from your music. I don't think you're trash. People just don't like you. They gonna call you trash because they don't like you. So any chance they have to go ahead and shit on you, they're gonna take it. And there's a lot of people that don't like you. But the bigger you are, the more opinions you're gonna have about yourself, period. But the way that you've caused so many people to say, well, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? People that didn't really pay attention to your character, and now they can't take their eyes off of it because this beef was such a big spectacle. They like, damn, he's really an Aki ass nigga, a lame suey ass nigga, a gook. They really looking at you like that, my boy. If you could have just vibed the fuck out, but let me get back to the shit. Okay, so once again, the last thing I read was diss tracks are a popular and celebrated art form centered around outrageous insults, and they will be severely chilled if Drake's suit were permitted to proceed. Drake also alleged that Not Like Us constitutes second-degree harassment, but sues under a criminal statute that does not proscribe speech and has no private right of action. Finally, Drake claims that UMG's promotion of Not Like Us violates New York general business law, but fails to allege any of the elements for that claim. Now, I'm not a law nigga. I'm not here for none of that. As far as like, I don't know if he's gonna win this shit. I'm telling y'all the reason why I don't want him to win, because of what the precedence that it was set for hip hop. This is not for hip hop in totality. This is for Drake. Stop saying that lame shit. Y'all niggas be so. It's not that, bro. Y'all are so skilled. He's doing this for him, and it will change the game. This, especially this particular situation, as far as the defamation that's based on what was said in the rap battle. So they throw this right here in Drake's face, saying, notably, less than 3 years ago, Drake himself signed a public petition criticizing the trend of prosecutors using artists' creative expression against them by treating rap lyrics as literal fact. So as Drake recognized,
damn, that's crazy. That's another reason why they're gonna hit him with this. You signed a petition saying that lawyers shouldn't use lyrics against the artist. And now you're going after Kendrick off of lyrics that you're telling your lawyers saying to use against the artist. Like, you see how this works?
when it comes to rap, the final work is a product of the artist's vision and imagination. Drake was right then and is wrong now. The complaint's unjustified claims against UMG are no more than Drake's attempt to save face for his unsuccessful rap battle with Lamar. The court should grant UMG's motion and dismiss the complaint with prejudice. All right, so then it continues to get into more details in the legal mumbo jumbo. There's some things that we're interested in here that I do want to point out. They speak about Drake loving to battle. You feel me? They mention Pusha T and Meat Mill battle and things of that sort. They talk about how the battle started, and they also mention Drake rushing Kendrick to hurry up and drop. And they speak on Made when he encouraged Kendrick to talk about young girls. So it says it over here. Where is that? Talk about him like a young girl. That's a gift from me. I heard it on the Button podcast, so it's got to be true. All right. So this was funny as hell because they reference it again over here as they bring the story in full circle for whomever's reading it, the judge, of course. All right. So after they spoke about, family matters, they speak on Drake talking about violence and things of that sort, and all the things he said about Whitney and woo. Then they mention Not Like Us and Meet the Grounds, but they speaking more about Not Like Us. So they say Kendrick took up Drake's invitation in the Made freestyle to talk about Drake like a young girls. So Lamar also makes various statements at issue in the complaint, including say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better never go to cell block 1. All that XY. Y'all know the words. So then they just talk more about a rap beat, dog. But it's just so funny how they saying Drake asked for this shit. Even things they claim to be defamation, he told Kendrick to do in previous songs. In context, his claims are ridiculous because he was inviting this energy, and he was also spitting out his own hyperbolic insults, you feel me? They build more on that later, further down in the paperwork, where it says the assessment of the...
Yeah, that's crazy, because if you asking this man to do all these things and then he does it, and then he smokes you, and then all of a sudden now you want him to put the pump on the brakes. Like, come on, bro. You gotta stop, bro. It's unbelievable how this is playing out.
Out of context makes clear that Not Like Us relates to well-known controversy that Drake himself acknowledged and perpetuated. See Giselle versus Clear Channel, blah, blah, blah. Considering the all over context in which statements were made, a reasonable listener would not have believed that the challenge statements were conveying facts about the plaintiff rather than opinion, because the statements were based on facts that were widely reported by Western New York media outlets and were known to the listeners. So something that's common in law is that they use previous lawsuits precedents to go ahead and make their arguments. So they're relating to previous situations. So it says statements that the plaintiff was a criminal and engaged in criminal conduct, not actionable, where listeners were familiar with the issues in dispute and with respective sides positions. Facts and criticism concerning Drake's relationship with minors predate Not Like Us and have been widely reported. So they reference this right here again to say,
bro, it's over for this dude, bro. I'm telling you now, if they was to go into this, if the case was to go on, they're pulling up everything, bro. He's going to get exposed. I'm telling you right now, they're going to pull up everything. I don't even understand why he should just quit this case while he ahead. Mark my words. Mark this right here. They're going to pull up everything, bro. And you think that joint with the young girl on stage and he on the stage and he kissed the girl, you think that they ain't going to use that in court? They're going to definitely use that. 100%. So I'm telling y'all now, just be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared.
Is noting that Lamar is indicting Drake for years of rumors and speculations around his misbehavior around minors, and that Millie Bobby Brown is one of the things that most people are aware of when it comes to Drake and the rumors around him. She talked about texting with Drake when she was, a minor. And once again, Drake himself called on Lamar to invoke these allegations in the tailor-made freestyle, with him using Tupac's voice to say, "Talk about Drake like a younger girl." And they also reference the Heart Part 6 when he says the Epstein angle was the shit I expected. Continues to say, "Only fucking with Whitney's, no Millie Bobby Browns. I never looked twice at no teenager," right? Which they call him out for, because peep this. They said that.
Yo, I just thought about something. Matter of fact, when Drake said, "I only fucking with Whitney's, no Millie Bobby Browns," and I want y'all to answer this. Do y'all think Drake tried to mess with Whitney? Kendrick's wife or Kendrick's girl? Y'all think so? And this is why you said Kendrick said, we got something to address? Is that the case? Or is he saying I only fuck with Whitney's, no Millie Bobby Brown, like basically saying I only use your girl's name, like, or just say, or you just lying about it? Like, what y'all think?
Drake himself clearly understands that Lamar's lyric refers solely to well-known issues, because Kendrick never said Millie Bobby Brown's name. He never said that shit. Drake said that because of the well-known issues. So that's funny, the way that they're putting this in context. Taken together with the fact that Not Like Us was released in the context of a combative and vitriolic rap diss battle, it will be obvious to even the most casual observer that Not Like Us is not an accurate factual assessment offered by a disinterested observer. In sum, the tone and a broader context in which Not Like Us was released makes plain that the recording, video, and album cover convey rhetorical hyperbole and opinion not based on anything beyond controversies that have been widely acknowledged, including by Drake himself. Drake fails to state an actionable claim for
Damn, bro. Oh my God, bro. That's crazy.
defamation. That was fire. The way they put it together, that was fire. Because in rap battles, if it's a rumor out there about you, people are going to clown you for that. That's just how things have been, bro. And Drake.
Yeah, man. We're going to end it there. If y'all want to see the rest, you already know he's going to be linked to the pin. Yeah, man. All right, so I'm going to put it to you like this. Let's just hypothetically Drake wins the joint, right? This could probably actually happen. Even with all that being said, Drake, they still got to make a counter argument, and that's coming soon. So obviously by tomorrow, it's going to be another thing out where he make a counter argument saying why it shouldn't be dismissed. Because Drake's lawyers is going to basically say that he was defamed, and they already did it, but they're going to do it again with the whole streamers or whatever. But here's the thing, right? This is what I believe. If Drake win, it's because of the climate we live in now. We live in a soft ass climate right now. I'm talking like everybody's soft, everybody's tender. So if Drake was to win, it's because everybody's soft and everybody's tender. That's just how it is. And all of these people, they okay with being soft and tender. And another thing too, be honest with you, they want rap to actually do change. They do. A lot of people want rap to actually be changed. They want rap to be docile. They don't want rap to be hardcore. They don't want that. So if he do win, it's because of that. Because the climate we live in, the social media era we live in, everybody's sensitive. We live in a very sensitive ass nation right now. People think one thing and believe something else. This is what we live at. So I'm telling you now, if he win, it's because they want hip hop to change anyway. And that's just a way to actually control people's free speech. I know a lot of people want free speech. And hip hop is the reason why free speech works. Imagine if they changed that. Now you can't say certain things. Imagine if they change that and you can't say nigga no more. So now I'm not saying you should be able to, but what happens if they say, well, you can't say nigga on the record no more? That would, I mean, truth be told, that wouldn't be that bad, right? It wouldn't be that bad for us to stop saying nigga. Like, but for some people, they don't want to be controlled that way. They don't want to be told what they can and can't say. But I'm telling y'all now, man, if he wins, it's because of that. Because we live in a sensitive ass nation right now. Everybody's so damn sensitive, crying about everything. He looked at me wrong. I can't believe it. It's like, and we talking about men that's crying like that, not even women. Women are more hardcore now than men. But it is what it is. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all, man. 8 o'clock show coming up. You already know what it is, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye.